Today I was just about to go to sleep when I saw this, and I realized that I had to stay up and do it. And I'm sorry, but I know I'm a little bit of a mess. I haven't had any sleep for quite a while. But I was quite distressed when I saw this this video from NT News. And he's a very good friend of mine from Peru that lives in Spain. And he was pointing out some of the things that are going on right now in Peru, which are very distressing. So I'm going to go ahead and start his video and translate it because he speaks in Spanish, and I don't think the rest of the world that speaks English will be able to know what's really going on in Bolivia. So here goes.
Y ante todo vamos a darle un saludo al presidente Andrés Manuel López Obrador. Feliz cumpleaños, presidente.
So first of all, he's saying happy birthday to Andrés Manuel López Obrador because it's his birthday today.
Un 13 de noviembre usted nació y hoy es un motivo de honda alegría para todos.
And he said he was born on the 13th of November, and it's a happy day for everyone.
Toda Latinoamérica y el mundo.
For all of Latin America and the world.
Todos los demócratas del mundo estamos felices de que haya nacido un hombre como usted.
All of the Democrats in the world are happy that a man like you was born today.
Y que esté siendo presidente de México y transformando ese país y enseñando al mundo.
And that he is acting and behaving as president of Mexico and teaching the world
la nueva política.
The new politics.
Dicho esto, queridos amigos,
and after saying this, dear friends,
es increíble lo que está pasando en Bolivia.
It is incredible what is happening in Bolivia.
Miren, ayer esta señora, Janine Añez,
so yesterday this lady, Janine Añez,
que no tiene el consenso, no tiene quórum.
She does not have the consensus nor the quota.
No hubo suficientes diputados.
There weren't enough deputies
para nombrarla presidenta.
In order to name her president.
Se autonombró.
She self-proclaimed or named herself.
Presidenta una Guaidó.
From as the president, a Guaidó.
El plan de Estados Unidos.
With the plan of the United States.
Que no lo pudieron hacer en Venezuela.
The one they were unable to do in Venezuela.
Lo han desarrollado en Bolivia.
They have developed it now in Bolivia. And you can see her here entering holding a Bible. And so she's holding a Bible which she will be using to swear herself in. So she said, I am bringing so that the Bible can enter again into the palace. And she's saying, may God bless us.
Es increíble. Dan glorias a Dios.
He says it's incredible. They're giving glory to God.
La Biblia vuelve a palacio.
And they're saying the Bible returns to the palace.
Y mientras esto ocurría,
and while simultaneously this was before this shooting occurred, and they are all yelling, Evo, who was the president that was forced out of office with the coup of the military, and I understand it was with the help of the United States. Because they believed that he shouldn't have run a second term, although they legitimately put it in it went through the process, the legal process, and they allowed for him to be reelected because Their constitution does not have a law against that. And so the people wanted him again, and he was reelected, and the people want him. And that's why, that's what they used. That's what they used. That's what the U.S. used in order to get him thrown out, because he was doing all these good things for the people. Education, free education, grants, new hospitals. There's a list, a myriad of things that this man did that was not what the plutocracy wants, not what the capitalist American and everybody else that is involved in this, the rich getting richer and ripping off people that were actually already starting to do good on their own with this president. He took them out of ruins and they were doing good, and now they're forcing another neoliberal on them to try and do the same thing, to continue to rip off and steal from all their natural resources. We can't allow this to happen. We cannot. It is going to happen to us too. Please pay attention. If they do it to them, they're going to do it to all of us. You got to pay attention. And they are all yelling as they run, and they're saying, Evo no está solo. And they have their faces covered because they will murder them for protesting. And there's doctors and nurses and everybody running and saying that Evo's not alone. Evo is their president that was rescued by Mexico. Yesterday, he was flown out of Bolivia with a lot of difficulty. I have a video that I did earlier today that it was very difficult for them to get permission to get him out of the country. And they got him out. He got asylum in Mexico, but it was because they were trying to do this. The people are not in agreement. They are not in agreement with this new president. They want their president. The people want their president. They want a president that is fair and takes care of them.
Maestros,
Teachers. And they're shooting at them. But they're still running. They're still running because they don't want to accept this politics of neoliberalism, because they know they will be ripped off. Yes.
Extranjero dice nada de lo que está pasando.
None of the newspapers, none of the media are telling the story of what is happening. They are hiding it. They're occluding it. He's going to tell you right now.
La Vanguardia.
Vanguardia. It's a big newspaper in Spain. By the way, Inti News, Wilmer Dominguez Remar, he's in Spain. And he's showing us that none of the newspapers are showing what's happening.
El segundo diario más importante de España.
It's the second most important newspaper in Spain.
Hablan del pacto entre Sánchez e Iglesias por el gobierno.
So they're talking about some kind of pact with Sánchez and Iglesias in government.
La derecha independentista catalana hará todo lo que pueda para reventar el pacto.
There's something about Catalan and breaking the pact.
¿Qué piensan los posibles aliados?
What do the possible allies think?
Hablan del corte de la frontera Francia-España por los
They talk about the French and Spain
independentistas.
Independent people.
Nada sobre lo que ocurre.
Nothing about what's happening in Bolivia.
Ocurre en Bolivia. Pero ni gota.
Not a drop. They're hiding it from the world because they're still trying to steal from the people. They're still trying to steal from the Latin American people.
Ahí está, ustedes están viendo, este es el país, amigos.
Now this is the one, El País. This is, I guess, the big one. And here, they said, La Senadora Janine, so the Senator Janine has proclaimed herself president of Bolivia without quorum in parliament.
Sacan la proclama de la presidenta, esto sí.
So yes, they said, yes, she's proclaimed herself president.
Para que ustedes se den cuenta, y la presentan como que legítima.
And they present her as if though she were legitimate.
Bueno, amigos, esto es lo que está pasando. Es increíble.
So friends, this is incredible. This is what's happening.
Lo que estamos viendo, realmente me he quedado sin palabras.
What I am seeing, I have been left without words.
Es increíble.
So I just want you guys to know this is happening all over the world. They're taking our Latin brothers' lands, and they're going in and they're stealing and tricking the people, and they get the presidents to sell away the things that are public domain, the ones that belong to the country. They make it privatized and they steal it from the people, and then they leave it in a way that the people can no longer afford to have the basic necessities. You know, in the US it's getting like that too. It's very hard to afford the basic necessities. We have to do something. We can't let it keep going like this. We need someone like AMLO here. And Evo was the AMLO of Bolivia. And that's what they're doing. And if they could, they would do the same thing to AMLO. But AMLO is strong, and his people are behind him. And even all those ex-presidents that are telling all these lies, like this stupid Vicente Fox saying his stupid things on Twitter that are and Facebook, he's obscene. He stole so much, and so did the last 4 presidents. All of them. They stole from the country, and they want to continue to do that, and they're helping the ones that were doing it. And they're trying to help to overthrow or somehow damage AMLO's reign, or, you know, his power that he has with the people. But they can't, because the people realize it. The people have the net. And I think AMLO needs to open up his own forum. And I don't think that they're being fair with the news, the media. They're blocking a lot. There's a lot of things they don't let us say, or they will block it, just so you know. So I don't know if this is even going to go out, except that I made it live. And please look around the internet. Find out what's really happening, because the news is not going to tell you the truth. This is Mara Carranza from AMLO Vision and RBC International. Help them. Help our Latin American brothers. And in the long run, you'll help yourself. Bye.